rocky terrain, but they say that this particular borewell, the soil is very loose. That is the issue. So that might not actually work if you're actually looking at it. Anyhow, what you're seeing over here is a representation of what could have happened. Now, she fell into that 40 feet. Some say it's between 40 and 45. Head first into the borewell. Now, the rescue operational, what they have done is have opened or drilled a parallel ditch on the other side, which will go up to 32 feet. We're told it can be between 32 and 35. After that, they will horizontally drill a hole into the borewell, and that is how they will rescue her. But again, Harish, it is going to take a long time.
Yes, already they are encountering huge boulders over there, rocky terrain, as you rightly mentioned, and this particular parallel, or beg your pardon, the horizontal tunnel that they will have to dig between these two wells, that will take a lot of time. And in case even there it's a rocky terrain, then they'll have to again bring in other equipments and make sure that they can take out this rock without really affecting the stability of the other well, because that does happen and the soil comes caving in, then everyone is stuck over there. You'll have the rescue officials whose life will also be at threat, Nolan.
Very true. And we also saw one of the visuals of an NDRF personnel utilizing, those are the equipment they have there. And there was another equipment where we saw a piece which he was holding in his hand, a sort of apparatus with a camera attached to a wire. But do you suppose that they have something which can go up to about 40-50 feet?
Well, Nolan, NDRF has been constituted just a few years back, and from whatever little conversation I've had with NDRF personnel, I do understand that there is a lot of funding that has happened in terms of the equipment that they are given to, whether it's a rescue and relief operation, or in case of such an operation of rescuing from a borewell as well. So they have been given some of the best equipment in the industry. Actually, in fact, in some cases better than fire and emergency service personnel, and they have been trained as well to handle various sort of emergency situation. And now they have been summoned from Pune, and looks like they are using a camera of sort, including a sensor. As you can see, one of the man is walking around with a portable device. Probably that will give them a fair idea of the condition of the baby, and perhaps in the next few hours we might be able to get some sort of information on the condition of the baby. Are there any movements, body movements? Have they recorded any other sound from the area where the baby is lodged, and about the medical condition itself, Nolan?
Now, what's interesting is because one of the officials stated in the morning that the NDRF was on its way. That means the NDRF has actually only reached now. Can we see a sort of apathy on part of the government in not getting the NDRF last night itself? Because a team from Pune came, the NDRF has just reached.
Well, there are logistical problems that the state government would be facing, because NDRF is a national force.
But they have choppers at their service.
It has to be pressed in after taking permission from the respective governments. Then also the way they will come in now, looks like they are based out of Pune, and they have taken road to reach the spot, the rescue operation spot. And as you can clearly see in this particular case, they are in fact dropping some sort of a technical camera to assess the situation over there. Roughly around 40 feet is what we are told. That's where the baby is currently lodged, Nolan.
Right, Harish. It's not going to be easy for them, but thankfully the NDRF personnel have reached there, and thankfully the government has pressed into service a chopper to get the other experts, because again here, time is of the essence. They cannot waste. Every single second is important to save that little girl's life.
Yes, that's the reason you see the state government now adapting a very
After 15 hours,
adapting a very multi-pronged approach. You have the team over there with the JCBs, the drillers, trying to drill out a parallel well and rescue the baby. You also have the robot expert coming in from Tamil Nadu with his robot to make sure that some way they can pull the baby from the well itself, so that it doesn't take a lot of time in case they encounter rocky terrain while digging a horizontal tunnel. So you have various experts being brought in. You also have the NDRF now, which has reached the spot. So hopefully there will be no lack of coordination as such in this rescue operation. And as Mr. Om Prakash pointed out, the officials over there at the spot have been authorized to take decisions according to the situation which arises, Nolan.
Very true. In fact, District in Charge Minister M.B. Patil has also spoken about the rescue operations. Well, he has stated that there was no lapse as far as the rescue operations are concerned. He's also stated that a chopper has been sent across to get Manikantan, the robotics expert, and he is now on the way. Now, this individual is the same person who had rescued a child way back in Nellore with the help of a robot.
Yes, Nolan, if you look at the various incidents, well, if you look at various incidents involving where babies have fallen to the well and they've got stuck over there, we have seen very few incidents where, in fact, the victim has been actually brought out alive. Prince is one example. In Tamil Nadu very recently, that's one more example. But in many other cases, Nolan, we have seen the rescue operation taking a number of hours and then reaching the baby and then finding out that actually the baby has succumbed to the injuries and the suffocation over there. So that's the reason the parents in this case are very worried. They're frantic. They're still at the site since yesterday. They have been begging and talking to several experts, but with the kind of logistical problem that the state government faced now, it's only after 15 to 16 hours now we are seeing some kind of advanced rescue operation taking place at the site, Nolan.
Very true, but again, the big question is, couldn't they have actually got him earlier? Couldn't they have somehow managed to talk to the central government, got all these, the NDRF, the expert, the robotic experts, other experts in the night itself? Because now precious time has been lost, Harish. The NDRF has just arrived. They come out with their equipment, like you stated. They have been trained for these type of contingencies. They have the equipment for this. And here, right in our own backyard in Tamil Nadu, there's this person who has successfully helped so many other kids out of borewells. Couldn't they have got him in the night is the big question now. Everyone's going to ask this.
Yes, somewhere the state governments will have to be ready with several emergency plans, because remember that there was always an example in Tamil Nadu where they rescued the child, and it wouldn't have taken much time for the state government if they wanted to summon that expert, get him over here overnight and start his operation early in the morning itself. But now we are getting to know that he's being taken in a chopper from Tamil Nadu to Bangalore, beg your pardon, the site in Bijapur, and then he will have to set up his robot, assess the situation, and then the rescue operation will start, which technically will take a few more hours, Nolan.
Could it be because the district in charge minister, M.B. Patil, would be lambasted? First of all, we are asking him questions. They do not want, there's too much of media pressure on this. Why have they taken so much time to decide? First of all, he was on his way. He was actually on his way by car. They could have, if they really wanted to, actually flown him over here. Leave, don't send a chopper. At least early morning, flown him over here. You know, they asked him to come by car. We actually spoke to him. Akshita spoke to him some time ago, and he was on his way over here by car. And he said that they have given the money for the car for him to travel by car, but not a chopper. I mean, this is such an important thing over here. It might be a child belonging to a labourer, but still, it's a human life after all.
Yes,
Poor or rich.
We see several rescue operations in which high-profile victims are involved, and you see the state government leaving no stone unturned to make sure that they can press all that is there at their disposal. As you can currently see, that these are the live visuals coming in from Bijapur, where the NDRF personnel who have been given the state-of-art technology for rescue and relief operation have been summoned from Pune. They are currently at the spot in Bijapur. They have implemented, they have put to use various gadgets. From what we understand as of now, a camera is being dropped into the borewell to try and assess the condition of the baby as well. That will be critical for both the rescue officials as well as the doctors and district medical staff.
In fact, they've actually brought it out now, Harish. I don't know whether they've actually secured whatever they wanted to see. Well, these are the equipments that the NDRF are equipped with, actually, to state the latest, most
sort of the most advanced
sophisticated,
technology.
yes, technology.